Michael Burry just revealed, after Tesla short drama, Burry calls for market crash, again. Hedge fund manager Michael Burry's Tesla short position has ended in disaster, as Tesla stock has soared in recent weeks. In addition to thinking Tesla is overvalued, Burry also thinks the entire market is in a massive bubble, and foresees a market crash rivaling that of the 2000 tech bubble. In today's video, we go over why Burry shorted Tesla and why he thinks we're in store for a market crash. So watch the video till the end, because today's video is going to be the bomb. Welcome to Michael Burry Secrets, your daily dose of Michael Burry. If you're interested in everything around Burry, this is the place for you. Subscribe if you want to stay updated with all the Michael Burry secrets, predictions, and stay one step ahead in the financial world. Watch the video till the end, and make sure to hit the like button if you want to be a millionaire within the next 3 years. Don't forget to enable all notifications to join our weekly cash giveaway pinned in the comments. Now let's get to our topic. Investor Michael Burry of The Big Short fame said he was no longer betting against Tesla Inc., and that his position was just a trade, CNBC reported on Friday. Burry's Scion Asset Management said in a regulatory filing in mid-May it had put options on 800,100 Tesla shares as of the end of the first quarter. Details on the strike price of the puts, their value, and whether they were part of a broader trade were not available. Based on Tesla's closing price of $667.93 at the end of the first quarter, the value of that many shares would have been about $534 million. The actual value of the options position was not known. Put options give investors the right to sell shares at a certain price in the future. Options analysts said that at the time it was possible the puts disclosed in the filing might be part of a larger trade that would curb losses if the put position went against the fund. No, it was a trade, Burry was quoted as saying in an email to CNBC on Friday, when asked whether he was still shorting Tesla. Media really inflated the value of these things. I was never short tens or hundreds of millions of any of these things through options, as was reported. The options bets were extremely asymmetric, and the media was off by orders of magnitude, Burry told CNBC. One of the investors profiled in the book The Big Short and the film of the same name for betting more than $1 billion against the U.S. housing bubble, Burry has previously been skeptical of Tesla's sky-high valuations. Tesla and Scion Asset Management did not immediately respond to Reuters' requests for comment. Shares in Tesla rose marginally after the bell on Friday. The Big Short investor Michael Burry says Elon Musk may want to sell Tesla stock to cover his personal debts, and compares the market to the Dutch tulip bubble. Michael Burry rejoined Twitter this week to suggest why Elon Musk was suddenly interested in selling Tesla stock and to sound the alarm on dangerous speculation in financial markets. Musk's debts. Regarding what @Elon Musk needs to sell because of the proposed unrealized gains tax, or to #solve world hunger, or, well, there's the matter of the tax-free cash he took out in the form of personal loans backed by 88.3 million of his shares on June 30th, the investor tweeted. Musk recently offered to sell $6 billion worth of Tesla stock if United Nations bosses could explain to him how the sum would solve world hunger. The Tesla CEO also launched a Twitter poll asking whether he should sell 10% of his holdings, citing pressure from U.S. lawmakers pushing for a billionaire tax that would target the ultra-wealthy's unrealized stock gains. Burry's tweet implied that those might just be excuses. The investor of The Big Short fame and head of Scion Asset Management posted a link to a Securities and Exchange Commission filing in August that said Musk had pledged about 88 million shares, or 36% of his total stake, as collateral for personal loans as of June 30th. Musk had 41% of his shares pledged as collateral for his debts at the end of December, and 48% as of June 30th last year, previous filings show. Burry appeared to be suggesting that Musk isn't eyeing a stock sale in order to feed millions of people, in response to a legislative proposal, or because he could face a $10 billion tax bill when he exercises a slew of stock options that expire in August 2022. Instead, Burry's theory is that Musk needs some cash to service the loans he's taken out using his Tesla stock. That practice drew heavy scrutiny this summer after a ProPublica investigation detailed how some of the world's wealthiest people borrowed against their stock to minimize their tax burdens. Bubble fears. Besides tweeting about Musk, Burry marked his return to Twitter with a new header image, his choice of Satire of Tulip Mania, a painting by Jan Bruegel the Younger that ridicules the Dutch tulip bubble in the 1600s, was undoubtedly a warning about the current market mania. The painting depicts tulip speculators as mindless monkeys and shows them weighing the bulbs, counting money, taking inventory, and going into debt, fighting over and even dying for the flowers. Burry has painted the immense hype around meme stocks and cryptocurrencies and the frantic buying of Tesla shares and other assets as clear signs of rampant speculation. Moreover, Burry has in recent months diagnosed a historic market bubble and predicted a devastating crash. His fund also held bearish put options on shares of Tesla and Cathie Wood's ARK Invest at the end of June. Given that context, his choice of Twitter image suggests he sees history repeating itself. Musk and Tesla did not immediately respond to a request for comment from Insider. Tesla Inc. share price fell nearly 12% on Tuesday, in its worst two-day performance since March, after Insider reporter Michael Burry of The Big Short fame said in a tweet that Elon Musk may want to sell some shares to cover his personal debts. The stock's decline added to Monday's 4.8% slide after a majority of voters in a Twitter poll set up by Musk said he should sell 10% of his stake in the electric vehicle company. Michael Burry didn't immediately respond to a message from Bloomberg News to confirm the reports on the tweet, which currently doesn't appear on his Twitter feed. Separately, Musk's brother, Kimball, disclosed in a filing that he sold 88,500 Tesla shares on November 5th. Tesla is still up 54% this year, even with the recent decline, and has held above $1 trillion in market value, a key level it hit late October. Matthew Malley, chief market strategist at Miller Tabak & Co., said that the sell-off in Tesla shares was part of a normal and healthy pullback. He called it a reaction to a very overbought condition. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. Also, we would like to mention that this is not a channel intended specifically to provide financial advice, and we do not ask you to invest in any company. This is merely a channel directed towards bringing educational content to your doorsteps. With that in mind, before you invest in anything, we recommend you do thorough, wide-spectrum research on the topic. And make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time on Michael Burry Secrets. Bye.